Cuando te miro, me siento como si estuviera en el cielo.
Hey, welcome to Big Lou 2. This is an auxiliary channel to my cooking channel called Big Lou Barbecue and Other Things I Want to Do. And I haven't put a whole lot of content on this channel here, especially in the last 2.5 years. I suffered some personal tragedies and really haven't fooled with this channel much. But anyway, I do want to build it back up and do things and show off things that I like that aren't, cooking related. Anyway, this is the new DGT 2500 chess clock. I bought it about 2 weeks ago. I think it came out around March 1st, all right? And it's a successor to the DGT 2010 and its cousin, the North American, all right? And lots of people are familiar with this clock all over the United States. And if you're not in the United States, you're familiar with the DGT 2010. The differences is that the DGT 2010 has overtimes for Go, which are called Bayomi overtimes, and overtimes for Scrabble games, where it counts up. The DGT North American doesn't have those. It also has the delay function, which is common in U.S. tournaments. The Bronstein function, which I'll talk about in just a minute, is not used a whole lot anywhere, but when it is used, it's used in Europe. Anyway, many people are familiar with this clock. One thing I like this clock, but one thing I don't like about this clock is it only shows seconds when it's under 20 minutes. I'd have to get it on a 20-minute thing and talk about it. We're here to talk about its successor, the DGT 2500. I have opened this clock. I have used this clock at my local chess club. I have used this clock with some blitz games with some friends, and I have used this clock with my son. So anyway, it does not come with a very fancy manual. It's just got this little piece of paper right here that says English. This unfolds like that. You know what? It doesn't need a fancy manual. And then it's got this little bit of important information, legal stuff and warranties and stuff like that in several different languages. All right, so it doesn't come with a very fancy manual. Compare that to what the North American came with. And yes, I've had this about 12 years, but I've still got the manual. The fancy slick manual. Maybe they'll put a fancy manual in this one later, but they have not yet. All right, so when you turn it on, check this out. It says, let's play. Now, isn't that cool? Now, there we are. We got it set up for a 5-minute blitz game. One of the complaints about this one is the buttons. This is set at a 202, but I'll go back to a 5-minute blitz game, which is 1 on both of them. Oh, look, I got to replace the batteries in this one. The battery light's on. How about that? All right, so if you wanted to, it's playing. And then if you wanted to reset it, oops, I blundered on the first move. You got to go here, and then you got to go there, and you got to press. You don't have to press quite so many buttons. This one starts. Just press the bottom button twice, and I press it 3 times. So that's not good. All right, we'll start it again. I'll do it again, guys. All right, sorry I hit the tripod. All right, 1, 2, oops, I blundered. Let's restart this game. And there we go. We're ready to restart. It's really easy. Just hit the bottom button twice. All right, so like the 2010, this one does have options for Go players and Scrabble players. My late wife, she liked to play Scrabble quite a bit, and she played once or twice with the Scrabble Club in Baton Rouge back 20-something years ago. Anyway, so a clock with Scrabble was always important to me, but now that she's gone, I don't really care a whole lot if it's got Scrabble in there, but it might come in handy playing around with friends or family if I do play some Scrabble. All right, you've got your just basic time, no increments, or bonus, as it's often called. Fisher bonus, no delays, okay? Then you've got the Bronstein delay and the US delay. All right, now, that's what I really want to talk about this clock with you for. So let's go to menu number 24. So it says goodbye when you turn it off. You go here. All right. That's a game in 5 minutes, 25 minutes. And by the way, you can just push this, no, not that button, this button. See, it says hourglass. So whatever mode you're in, you can find out what mode you want to be in. All right. So we'll just go through, cycle through. I'm looking for number 24 rather. But see, as I'm on 17, that's an hour and 40 minutes and 30 seconds. I love how it shows seconds the whole time. I did have some older clocks, a dual timer and an Excalibur. They showed seconds, but they also only showed time in minutes. They didn't show hours, minutes, and seconds. Well, it showed seconds, but if you were doing a game in 90, it would show 90 minutes and 30 seconds. It didn't show an hour and a half and 30 seconds. So anyway, still looking for the US delay because I am in the United States. We like to play. There it is, menu number 24. Now that means the freeze is on. And what I don't like about this clock is you have to kind of hold that down till the freeze goes off. Well, it's not doing it. There you go. So the freeze goes off, all right? And so it's a 25-minute game with 5-second delay. So there you go. The delay counts down. I like that a whole lot. All right. You can hear how loud it is maybe. Okay, you see how much time passed as I look on the back here, put my reading glasses on to look at the back here, find out. It's menu number 18 on here for a 25-minute game with delay. So I got an 18, go right there. Ignore the battery symbol. All right, now, if you want to start it, starts this side up. You see how that one just flashes delay. And you can't see the seconds. So it's ticking down. Only that flashing dot right there tells you that it's working, but you don't know how many seconds you have left until it gets under 20 minutes. With this one, you always know how many seconds you have left. But right now we're going to edit. And so what we're going to do is go here, and now I can edit this to a 20-minute game. Boom. And it sets both sides real easy. The other one, you got to set both sides of the clock. All right. And so there's a 20-minute game, 5-second delay. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start it. And you'll see that the delay on this one just kind of flashes, but you'll see the delay counting down right here. So to start, we're going to go same time. All right. And the delay's flashing right there, counting down here, and they both start. But you always see the seconds on this one. Okay, go here. The delay's counting down. The delay's just going. You hit it before the delay ends. That still says 20 minutes. That still says 20 minutes, but you don't see the seconds yet because it's not under 20. I really like the fact that you can see the seconds on this clock. There you go. Now let's talk about Bronstein delay. All right, so I want to go move the menu down. All right, now I am in a regular delay form. It just says delay. This is invented by David Bronstein. The US style delay was done by Frank Camarata and some others at the US Chess Federation back in the 90s, where the clock just waits. The Bronstein delay really isn't a delay. The clock starts right away, but you get 5 seconds back at the end. But it's not like the bonus or the increment. It doesn't add your time, okay? What it will do is simply give you up to the amount of time that you, up to 5 seconds back. If you use more than 5 seconds, you're still only going to get 5 seconds back. So if you add 5 seconds to your start time, okay, then it's mathematically equivalent to the standard delay. So let's set this, all right? So I want to set it for 20 minutes. So we'll go, the delay is 5. I want to go back into arbiter mode here. There we go. All right. Go down to 20. And you see, I like how it sets both sides. The other one does not do that. All right. So, and I've got it set for 5-second delay. So, or 5-second Bronstein delay, but it'll start ticking right away. Set this one. And you got to go through both sides with the old one. Go through the delay. And then we're ready to go. All right. So, I hit both of them at the same time. And this one starts counting down immediately. That one just says delay. But if I go before the 20 seconds, I get my 205 back. I mean, before the 5 seconds, I get my 205 back. All right, but see, they start counting down at the same time. But you're only going to get 5 seconds back on this. So it goes back to 20 minutes. That stays at 19 minutes and 55 seconds. And then this one's counting down now. All right, but you get 5 seconds back, you see, but you're not going to get any more than the time you started with. All right, now this is going to count down those 5 seconds, and then they start counting at the same time. They are right in line with each other. So once again, this one's flashing delay, this one counting, but when they get to where they were, they'll start counting at the same time. I do like the US style delay, which is better in my opinion, which is, you know, right here. So turn the freeze off and you can see the delay counting down. All right, now number 9, setting number 9, that's a 3-minute blitz game with 2-second bonus. 9. All right, so 3 minutes with 2-second bonus. Now bonus time does add to your time. All right, so it got freeze on. I don't want freeze on. There it goes. It goes off like that. All right, start the bonus time, and if you hit it faster than the 2 seconds or whatever time you set the bonus time to, you can actually build your time up. Shouldn't take you, if you've got a bonus of, you know, an increment of 30 seconds like some of those top tournaments do, you can really build the time you start with up until you really need it, you know? Anyway, as far as the size dimensions of this clock, it's approximately the same size as the North American and 2010. I mean, it's about as wide, but it looks a little longer because you've got a longer screen on it. The cool thing about it is you can stand on its back. You can't use it like that, but it's pretty cool. You can stand on the back and you can stand it on its side like that if you wanted to, and you can stand it like that if you wanted to. It's really kind of ergonomically designed. This one, on the other hand, yeah, it's not going to stand on its back. Yeah, it's not going to stand on its side. You know, oh, you're tearing it up. Well, you know what? I got a new one, whatever. Anyway, this is the DGT 2500 chess clock. Let's play. And I'll tell you what, I really like it. One criticism. This does not seem to have repeating time. So if you're one that likes to do repeating time controls, this one does have several repeating times. So let's say you wanted to play, like when I used to play in the Baton Rouge Club, it was 2 hours for the first 40 moves and then 30 minutes for 20 moves, 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 repeating thereafter. You can get repeating time controls on the old one. This new one, you can only do repeating time controls up to 4 periods. I don't know why you can't have unlimited repeats. All right. One more thing. You show that this is the bonus. Go here to the, we did the US delay. Go here. This is Scrabble setting. Oh, that's Wyoming. That's go. All right. Go one more. That's Canadian Wyoming, which is a little different. Once again, Canadian Wyoming 30. Scrabble. Ah, yeah, Scrabble's a fun game. I like playing it too, all right? Go again. Oh, nope. Go again. Which mode are we in now? Hourglass. This is a silly one. I don't understand this one at all, but I'll show you how it works, right? One side is gaining time as the other side is losing time, as if it was an hourglass and you were playing with one hourglass in between you. You know, that's kind of just silly. I don't understand that and what games would use an hourglass timer. But it does have that function if you want it. All right. This one is hourglass again. That's a gong game where the lever doesn't work. All right, the lever doesn't work at all. You start the clock, it ticks down, the lever does nothing. All that's gonna happen is you're supposed to move when it beeps. So it beeps, move, the next side has to start going. And they have to move at the beep. And then the next side starts going, and they have to move at the beep. The lever is useless in this form. I don't get it. And then there's this one, which is called gong. That's still gong, I'm sorry. 36. This one should be move timer. Move timer. All right. Now this one I do get. Some games like Rummikub or some other board games may have where you get a certain amount of time per move. My family, a long time ago, when my family would get together for vacations and stuff, we used to like to play that game, categories. You know, and you could set this for 3 minutes, and you've got your little timer for when everybody's trying to figure out the names for the stuff when playing categories. So if we're playing family board games and stuff like that, this move timer, you can set it for however you want. You can set it for 3 minutes. I've got it set for 10 seconds here, but you see, we go with it, and it just goes back to 10 seconds every move. All right, and it counts down, all right? Anyway, hey, this is the DGT 2500 chess clock. I really like it. Only criticism, it doesn't have repeating time if you play a lot of repeating time chess, and doesn't have a whole lot of presets for US style delay. But other than that, I really enjoy having it. I think it's quite robust. Really like how easy it is to set. Much easier to use than this one. And this one wasn't exactly, rocket science or brain surgery here to use it. But I really like it. Big display. I could see everything without my reading glasses. If you're interested in this clock, just came out from DGT. Check it out and get it. One more thing before we go. The boxes to the old American, and I would suppose the 2010. And the new one, the 2500, you see that's the 2500, it's got something on the bottom, that doesn't. The boxes are the exact same size. I could put the American top on the 2010, I could put the 2010 top on the American, so the boxes are identical. All right, thanks for watching Big Lou 2. Check out my cooking channel, Big Lou Barbecue, and other things I want to do.